So, Daphne, why are people worried about the state of the nation's tap water?
I think there have been a lot of headlines and newsmaking studies that have really given consumers a lot of reason to reconsider how much they actually think they know about the water coming out of their tap and even the water they're buying bottled. There's a wonderful, in my mind, push towards healthy living across the board, and people are paying close attention to the food labels that they see at the supermarket. We're turning it around. We're reading the ingredients list. We're evaluating the nutrition labels, and we're able to make informed choices as a result for our families. But when it comes to water, you don't get the benefit of that information, certainly when it's coming out of your tap, and there's very little information available to you even when you buy it bottled. And some of these headline-making stories are giving people pause to think, well, maybe it's not as pure and clean as I thought it was.
And so, why do pregnant women need to be so careful with what they eat and drink, as well as what they feed their babies and toddlers?
Well, pregnant women, we need to be extra careful about what goes into our mouths because it's literally the building blocks of what our babies are becoming. And certainly for young kids who are relying on you to put something nutritious on the table for them, they're still growing too. Everything about them is still developing. So it's equally important to have really the top quality nutrition food-wise, but also beverage-wise for your kids. Obviously, we've been told, less fruit juice, less flavored milks and sugary drinks and things with lots of additives in them. Water being the best choice possible for your family. But when it comes to finding the purest possible water from there's not a ton of information out there. There is this new environmental working group study that surveyed a bunch of water sources across America, and what they found was that in more than 40,000 of them, there were potentially harmful levels of contaminants, things linked to cancer, to fertility issues, to developmental defects, things that are really going to send off some alarm bells for parents out there. One contaminant in particular they were highlighting was nitrate, and nitrate is something that we've heard a lot about when it comes to food sources. Certainly, pregnant women are told not to eat a ton of processed meats where nitrates are in high content, but we've never really talked about it in our water before, and it's been linked to things like blue baby syndrome. So for pregnant women in particular who are being told to drink plenty of water, stay hydrated, it's the kind of thing, well, you want to make sure you're getting the top quality water before you start flooding your body with it.
And so, what kind of diet do you recommend for pregnant women and babies and their children?
Look, I like a happy and healthy diet all the time, but even more so when you're pregnant. You want to really be paying attention to, like I said, top quality food items. So we're talking about lean protein, and that's from vegetable sources and meat alike. So I certainly, turkey and chicken, things like that, lean fish of certain kinds, although I love some salmon. I think a healthy fat like an avocado, a salmon, olive oil, eggs, really vital for pregnant women who are growing babies' brains. Those are so important. You want some complex carbohydrates, things like your oatmeal and your brown rice. You want plenty of vegetables, some fruit, and then some great dairy. I love cottage cheese. I eat a ton of yogurt or kefir, fermented, probiotic issues like the dairy like that is great. But again, it's a matter of also giving yourself room for indulgence and making sure that that's a big part of keeping you happy and healthy. And when it comes to what you're drinking, obviously water is the first line of defense there. And it's really important to make sure that you're getting one that doesn't have that nitrate level that's potentially harmful, that is as clean as possible. I've partnered with a brand new brand here in the US. It's called AQUA Carpatica. And they are on their bottle listing no nitrates, no sodium, so you can be sure that you're getting the top quality water available there.
And where can we learn more about making healthy choices?
I'm sure there are a lot of people out there who are going to want to learn more now that we're talking about it, about what's potentially in their water and what the best option available is. You can head to aquacarpatica.com and learn about where to buy the product near you there.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.